So yeah, anyway, Patreon and all that. In case you didn't know, I have a Patreon page and it's stuffed full of exclusive and rather secret content. It's all tempting and alluring, a bit like chocolate ice cream, but without the brain freeze. Now, if Patreon isn't your thing, and I know some people find themselves terribly animated by such talk, then please move on to the next video. But for those who are still here, this is a quickie, an extra, a sort of list really. Now, I've been just a bit neglectful about telling everybody what's actually on my Patreon page. Naughty me. But you know how it is. You do the dishes, you feed the cat, you check emails, you pull a few weeds, you play a few grooves, you rescue a busload of children by putting the bridge back up again. And well, the day's basically gone, isn't it? You know how it is. So this is an awareness thing, just to let you know what's on there, and there's been lots of activity to report. Now, I know this is a video channel and you're here for the videos, but there's a couple of text-based features I'd like to talk about because, well, they're buyer's guide related, and I know that some of you like buyer's guides. The first of those guides focuses on beginners looking to buy their very first turntable, called, and I had to think long and hard about this title, Buying Your First Turntable, a quick guide. It looks at 8 thorny issues facing prospective buyers and how to tackle them. Why 8? Well, because I wrote that buyer's guide on a Tuesday. Next up is another buyer's guide. Well, it's more of an investigation really, and it's all about cleaning your stylus. You heard right, cleaning your stylus. Now, every turntable stroke vinyl fan will clean their stylus, I hope, at some point. But the more I got into the subject, the more I realised there was some information out there I wasn't really aware of, and I wonder if you do too. So this large feature looks at issues and the problems. It looks at the common methods of doing the deed, and I have a buyer's guide recommended list of the tools that I like and use. More than that though, I interview both Audiophile and Goldring about the subject, and there be revelations within, folks. There be revelations. Next up, and we're still with text, we're getting to videos soon, but just now, next up, we're looking at some musical ramblings, I like to call them. There's an interview with Ace Records soul expert, a gentleman named Dean Rudland, and I asked him just what makes Southern Soul Records of Memphis and Muscle Shoals extraction Southern. There's a piece on band archaeology. Yes, one of the joys of collecting music of all formats is its archaeological aspect, and how seemingly standalone bands and artists are, in fact, connected to each other in a complex spider's web to just about everyone else in the business. So there's that, and there's also this, the feature that tells the strange tale of an obscure 60s rock group, the later vinyl reissue of their debut album, and a candy bar. There's also an interview with the CEO of the German-based audiophile vinyl label Speaker's Corner. Here, Seaman voices his philosophy on the production of modern vinyl reissues and how they should be produced, while the CEO of the US-based Sundays label, Bob Irwin, also pitches in. This interview was completed a little while back, but the information here is still relevant today with the proliferation of record labels and the improvement in turntable technologies, well, possibly more relevant. So okay, we'll get to the videos now. First up is a book review, my first ever video book review. Would you credit it? It belongs to the lyrics of Syd Barrett, Mr. Pink Floyd. That was my first outing of choice. This is a slim tome that features the backing of Floyd man David Gilmour, but also Barrett's biographer. It features lyrics, but also information about the man and lots of other photos. Then there's the video on vinyl news. Well, Actually, 2 videos. Both are quickies that skim over a host of releases of varying genres, and you'll find in excess of a dozen pieces of vinyl in each video. Similarly, there's another video on vinyl reviews this time. There's 8 pieces of vinyl in this video, and they include, in addition, my thoughts on the mastering qualities of each individual vinyl release. And that's your lot. I'll put the address of my Patreon page just below here somewhere. Also, you can find it and click on it in the description if you'd rather go down that route. Prices for this content are either around the £4 or £8 figures, or the equivalent of where you live, depending what it is, of course. So have a look, see if any of them take your fancy. Now there's other stuff on there too, of course, older material which I haven't mentioned, and that deserves a quick look too, I reckon. And that's that, folks. This was just a quickie. As I say, normal service will be resumed in a second, well, maybe more than a second, but very soon there'll be a hi-fi review on the way, very soon indeed. Until that time, if you may want to click on the like and subscribe, I won't object, I certainly won't. Check out the description for more links, including that Patreon page, and I hope to see you soon. Until that time, because I will be back. Until that time, bye bye for now.